Imagine waking up to news that the most powerful man in Iran had been killed.
Iran confirmed the assassination of Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei following attacks perpetrated by the United States and the Israeli regime.
Not by illness, not by accident, but by a secret military strike planned across continents.
And decreed 40 days of national mourning for the loss of the man who had served as the highest authority since 1989.
On February 28, 2026, explosion ripped through the heart of Tehran. Within hours, the world learned something unbelievable. The supreme leader of Iran, Ali Khamenei, was dead, killed in coordination operation involving the United States and Israel. The strike did not just kill a man, it shook the entire Middle East. Because when a leader who ruled for more than 3 decades suddenly disappears, the question is not only what happened, the question becomes, what happens next? As an old proverb warns, when the lion of the mountain falls, the forest trembles. Today, we uncover the full story, why the strike happened, how intelligence agencies tracked the Iranian leader, and how one night in Tehran changed global politics. Before we begin, if you enjoy deep historical stories that reveal the hidden forces shaping our world, like this video and subscribe, because history is not just about the past, it is the map of the future. For decades, one man stood above Iran's political system. That man was Ali Khamenei. He became supreme leader in 1989 after the death of Ruhollah Khomeini. The title supreme leader is not a symbolic. It gives control over the armed forces, the intelligence services, the Revolutionary Guard, the country's political direction.
آلوده است به همه جنایاتی که رژیم صهیونی است.
For more than 30 years, Khamenei shaped Iran's strategy across the Middle East. To his supporters, he was a guardian of Islamic Republic. To his enemies, he was the architect of regional confrontation. History often creates figures like this. As the saying goes, one man's shield can be another man's sword. Long before the 2026 strike, a silent war had been unfolding. Iran and Israel had been fighting a shadow conflict for years. Cyber attacks, assassination of nuclear scientists, proxy battle across the Middle East, and behind the scene, the United States watched closely. Washington feared Iran's growing military influence and nuclear ambitions.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan.
Meanwhile, Iran accused the United States and Israel of trying to destroy the Islamic Republic.
آمریکا را برای هدایت حرکت جهانی علیه تروریسم
The region had become a dangerous chessboard, and every move carried consequences. Chess is powerful only until the king is threatened. By early 2026, tension reached a breaking point. Missile exchanges, drone attacks, and military threats were escalating. Behind the scene, intelligence agencies began tracking Iranian leadership. Satellite surveillance, signal interception, human intelligence. Eventually, analysts identified a rare opportunity, a gathering of senior Iranian leaders in Tehran. Among them was Khamenei. For intelligence planners, this moment was historical, but also extremely dangerous, because targeting a country's supreme leader could ignite a regional war, a sword aimed at a crown may strike a kingdom. Before dawn of February 28, 2026, airstrikes hit multiple sites across Iran. Missiles struck locations connected to senior leadership in Tehran. One of these targets was the compound linked to Khamenei. The attack destroyed a section of the complex. Hours later, reports emerged that the Iranian leader had been killed along with several senior officials. The strike was a part of a broader military operation carried out by Israel with intelligence support from the United States. Within hours, the world realized what had happened. One of the most powerful leaders in the Middle East was gone. The reaction was immediate. Iran declared national mourning. Military forces across the region were placed on alert. Analysts feared a wider war. Missiles were launched. Allies and rivals prepared for escalation, because history teaches us something very important. Removing a leader does not remove the storm. Sometimes it releases it. The death of Ali Khamenei marked one of the most dramatic moments in modern Middle East history. Supporters called him a martyr. Opponents called the strike a strategic victory. But history rarely belongs completely to one side. As another proverb reminds us, when the throne falls, the story does not end. It begins a new chapter, and the consequences of that night in Tehran may shape the world for decades to come.